Good day, fellow Ghanaians. This is Dr. Samuel Ofurong. Now, this is a message addressed to Parliament, members of Parliament, and all political parties. I want to address you with a serious concern. You have seen what is going on in America and the wickedness and racism against African Americans. These are our own people who were taken forcefully out of Africa. And we have just celebrated the year of return to confirm that indeed there's a connection between us and them, the African Americans. They are our own people. Now, where is the voice of Ghana? Uganda has spoken out against what is going on in America. Where is the voice of NPP, NDC, PPP, and Parliament? This is the time for Ghana government and the entire Parliament to register a serious protest to the American embassy here in Ghana, and also through the AU, African Union, to register a protest to the American government that we will not continue to tolerate this wickedness. These are our people that they forcefully took away from Africa to go and build their nations. The minimum they can do is to allow them to live. We have heard what the governor of New York, Cuomo, has said. He's the first white guy that has come out to speak properly concerning the matter. I listened to some black mayor talking, excuse me to say, nonsense. That they are disgracing the people. What nonsense? This is the time, fellow Ghanaians. This is the time for action. And I'm not talking about militant behavior. That's how people brand things. We are talking about justice. Our God is a God of justice. Our brothers have suffered. Our brothers and sisters in America have suffered for far too long. And we have seen this going on and on and on and on. And we are quiet. These are our people. These are our brothers and sisters, uncles and nephews, aunties, nieces. Same from here. And if you look into the history properly, West Africa was a key source of the slave labor that they took away from this continent. And so the minimum we can do is to get Parliament and the government of Ghana to register a protest to the American embassy. This is not acceptable. And we should not sit here and be silent. We have just listened to the police chief in Minneapolis talking to the family of the deceased African American, Floyd. And what did the police chief say? He said he has fired all four of them because silence means consent. Is Africa consenting to this wickedness in America? Is Ghana consenting to this wickedness in America? If not, then let us register our protest publicly. Let the American government know that this cannot be tolerated. This is not acceptable. It is time for Africa to be free. Our time has come. And I want to seize this opportunity to talk to France. We have been working on this ECOWAS common currency for how many years now? And we are just getting close to the end product. Only for France to twist the arm of the Francophone countries and take the name of the currency we have decided to put on the common currency for ECOWAS and gone ahead to fix exchange rate. This is illegal. Where are the lawyers? France has no right to take the name of the currency we have decided to create and take the Francophone countries they have been bullying for years, 550 billion euros every year, annually, from their reserves. And then when you want some money back, you pay with interest. This is wickedness and this is bully. France, get your hands off Africa. Get your hands off the Francophone countries. Stop this wickedness. It is enough. It is enough. Stop it and leave Africa alone. The ECO belongs to ECOWAS. You cannot take it and twist the arm. We know you are the one who put Alassane Dramane Ouattara there because there's a tunnel, underground tunnel, from the French embassy to the presidential palace in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. Of course, they must learn a lesson from it. If you can't trust your own people and you must dig a tunnel under the ground to connect with a foreign country, then that's your own mistake. So Francophone Africa, hear me. Wake up. You cannot continue to drink breast milk. You have grown teeth. Get independent and stop this cheap attitude. Alassane Dramane Ouattara, you are the one who led this crusade. You have been placed there. Stop it. You have no right to undermine the rest of West Africa and take the ECO. You are not showing respect. If France does not respect you, don't bring that disrespect to the rest of ECOWAS. You have no right to do what you are doing. The ECO currency was planned by ECOWAS countries. How dare you agree with France to fix the exchange rate to the euro? Who is going to dictate the monetary policy? Who is going to be printing that money called ECO? And that little boy, I call him little boy for not behaving maturely as a president. That little boy Macron of France thinks he can fool around with the rest of Africa. If you have done that to Francophone country, hear us in Anglophone Africa. We will not tolerate this. And I'm calling on Ghanaian lawyers to rise up and African lawyers in the Francophone countries to rise up and take France to court. They have no right to hijack the ECO and twist our arms and return all the billions of euros of reserves from Francophone countries that they have taken and literally bullied their way out. What a shame for Francophone African leaders. What a shame. How dare you? Aren't you grown up enough to take care of your own business? Can you see the European countries, the European Union going to peg their currency to American dollar or the Japanese yen or the Chinese one or the British pound for that matter? Where is the independence? Can't you wake up? How long are you going to get your umbilical cord attached to France? What is this little boy Macron doing for you? What is he doing that all of you have agreed to undermine the rest of our ECOWAS countries to go ahead? Alassane Dramane Ouattara, stop it! Stop it. If you are not matured enough to understand the importance of independence, stop it. Then you are not qualified to be a leader. I'm speaking as an African. I'm speaking as a Ghanaian. It is time for Africa to have her independence. We started this thing with President Nkrumah when he said the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is tied to the whole independence of the whole African community, African nations. In 1885, Otto von Bismarck sat in Berlin and chopped up this continent into pieces. You have come and wrecked this country, this continent, of our mineral resources, creating trouble for us. It is time to leave Africa alone. It is time to leave Africa alone. And the number one bully is France. France, 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 leave Africa alone. You are a mess to us. You are torturing this continent. You are a parasite. Go back and live in your country and serve and build your economy and stop parasiting on African nations. France, hear and hear me well. This generation shall not sit down as the past where you bullied your way through. Leave Africa alone. We refuse. We disagree with that echo you have hijacked. You were not part of the discussions. I represented the African Development Bank in Guinea, Conakry. There was no French officer there. We sat down to work on the conditions. Yes, the primary and secondary criterion, convergence criterion. You were not there. I was there, and I met African ministers. Where do you come from to come all of a sudden when the Francophone countries want to have their freedom to hijack the echo that we have planned to name the currency? France, if you don't respect us, God judge between you and us. Little boy Macron, hear me. I'm talking to you as a senior retired officer of the African Development Bank and the World Bank. I understand the economics of what you are trying to do. You have no right to fix the exchange rate of the dollar, of the proposed echo to the euro. Who told you? You want to maintain. That's what happened when they wanted to break away. In that referendum, Guinea refused. You took away everything. You went into I spoke to Madame Sékou Touré when I went for that conference on the echo, and she told me what you did to their country. And Nkrumah saved the nation with 10 million pounds sterling in those days. And you haven't stopped, France. Stop it, France, stop. It is enough. We are fed up with you. You are destroying our continent. Leave us alone, France. Leave us alone. So Ghana Parliament, I'm speaking to you. Don't sit here quietly. This is the time to act. Your own brothers are suffering in America. Raise objection to the American embassy officially. Let the African Union do likewise. It is enough. It is enough. It is enough. Thank you for listening. And God bless Africa. For the time to favor this continent has come. God is visiting the black race. If you don't understand the spiritual meaning of what is happening, this is our time. God is visiting us. And anyone who won't let us go, it's like the Moses story. Let my people go. If you won't let us go, you will suffer. Mark it down. You will suffer big time. I decree this in the name of him that owns this planet, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the Ancient of Days, the Holy One of Israel, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Israel. Amen, amen, and amen.